You're about to step into a part of our solar system that most people only know as a distant, icy giant. A planet so cold it's basically frozen in time. But what if I told you Uranus is far more dangerous than you ever imagined? Not just a frozen ball of gas drifting in space. This planet is a silent death trap, waiting to crush anything that dares to come close, faster than you can even blink. You might think space is cold and empty, but Uranus has a lethal secret. One that could shatter everything you thought you knew about survival beyond Earth. Right now, I'm going to take you on a journey through the harshest environment in our cosmic neighborhood, revealing the invisible forces that would obliterate any human or machine in seconds. We'll uncover what makes Uranus not just hostile, but a place where survival isn't just unlikely, it's impossible. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll understand why this planet isn't just cold. It's a death trap so extreme it will blow your mind. But there's more. Hidden within its terrifying nature are clues about the mysteries of our solar system, and one discovery in particular will challenge everything we think we know about space travel. Stay tuned, because once you learn what's really lurking around Uranus, you'll never look at the night sky the same way again. Space has always fascinated us, endless, mysterious, and utterly unforgiving. But few places out there inspire a mixture of awe and pure dread quite like Uranus. Unlike Mars, Venus, or even the gas giants like Jupiter and Saturn, Uranus hides in the cold shadows, almost forgotten. Yet it's a planet that silently holds secrets no explorer could imagine facing. Beneath its blue-green haze lies a hostile environment so extreme that it threatens to obliterate anything that dares to approach. For decades, scientists have peered through telescopes, sending probes that barely whisper back data before losing contact forever. What's so deadly about Uranus that even our most advanced machines fail? The answer isn't just in the bone-chilling temperatures or the violent storms. It's woven deep within its crushing atmosphere and powerful gravitational grip. But here's the twist. The more we uncover, the more Uranus challenges our understanding of what it means to survive in space. It's not just a frozen wasteland. It's a planet with invisible traps and forces that could snap a human body like a twig or crush the strongest spacecraft in seconds. To truly grasp this danger, we need to understand the planet's violent history and the mysterious forces that have shaped it over billions of years. Uranus is unlike any other world, spinning on its side as it hurtles around the sun, its atmosphere swirling with gases so dense and toxic that breathing it would be instantly fatal. Imagine a storm bigger than Earth itself, with winds howling at hundreds of miles per hour, carrying deadly electrical storms that rage for years. But it's not just the surface that's treacherous. Far below, pressures reach millions of times what we feel at sea level, squeezing matter into strange, unknown states. It's inside this crushing environment that Uranus reveals its true nature, a place where any exploration becomes a desperate fight for survival. Yet, despite this, humanity's fascination only grows. Why do we keep looking toward this deadly giant? What secrets does Uranus hide that could rewrite everything we know about the cosmos? Among those drawn to Uranus is a group of scientists, engineers, and explorers, each driven by their own hopes, fears, and ambitions. There's the mission commander, a veteran astronaut haunted by the loss of a crew in a previous deep space disaster, determined to uncover the truth no matter the cost. Alongside her is the lead scientist, a brilliant but enigmatic figure whose obsession with Uranus borders on madness, convinced the planet's hostile nature hides clues to a greater cosmic mystery. Supporting them is a young engineer, fresh from Earth, whose idealism clashes with the harsh realities of space, and a pilot whose calm exterior masks a growing fear that this mission might never return. Together they face the planet's deadly embrace, each step bringing new dangers and revelations. Their story isn't just about exploration, it's about confronting what it means to risk everything in pursuit of knowledge. But there's another layer to this tale, one that connects Uranus to Earth in unexpected ways, unseen by most. Strange. Energy readings detected in orbit suggest something, or someone, is moving within Uranus's atmosphere, evading detection. Is it a natural phenomenon or something more? Whispers among space agencies hint at secret projects and unexplained signal losses, feeding conspiracy theories that the planet itself might be alive in a way we never thought possible. These rumors send ripples through the scientific community, sparking fierce debates and shadowy alliances racing to control what they don't fully understand. For the explorers on the front lines, these mysteries only add to the growing tension, as they realize that Uranus's danger is not just physical, but deeply psychological, testing their minds as much as their bodies. As the mission advances, the crew's relationships begin to fray under pressure. Isolation, fear, and the crushing environment outside breed mistrust and desperation. Every transmission back to Earth carries a trace of uncertainty, and every scientific discovery raises more questions than answers. Who can be trusted when survival depends on absolute cooperation? And what happens when the planet itself seems to fight back? The line between reality and paranoia blurs, pulling the crew into a spiraling conflict that threatens to tear them apart even before the planet's deadly forces claim their first victim. Meanwhile, back on Earth, political forces scramble to influence the mission's outcome, each with their own hidden agendas, turning a scientific expedition into a chess game with stakes higher than anyone imagined. This is not just a story about space exploration or a distant planet. It's a tale about human resilience and vulnerability, the pursuit of truth in the face of overwhelming danger, and the fragile boundary between discovery and destruction. As you stay with me, we'll peel back the layers of Uranus's deadly secrets, revealing why it isn't just cold, but a crushing, merciless trap that could end everything in an instant. What you're about to hear will challenge everything. You thought about space travel, survival, and the unknown forces lurking in our solar system. And just when you think you've understood the full extent of Uranus's peril, the real mystery will surface. Something so unexpected, it will change the way we look at the universe forever. Keep watching, because the answer is coming. And it's not what anyone expected. As the crew's spacecraft edged closer to Uranus, an eerie silence settled over the cabin, broken only by the hum of instruments and the occasional sharp breath of the mission commander. The planet loomed ahead, a massive, swirling sphere of blue-green storms that seemed almost alive, its atmosphere thick with unknown dangers. Despite all the preparation, all the simulations, nothing could have truly readied them for what awaited. The closer they got, the more the ship's sensors picked up strange fluctuations, energy spikes that didn't align with any known cosmic phenomena. It was as if Uranus itself was communicating in a code that defied understanding, whispering, warnings in bursts of electromagnetic pulses. The lead scientist pored over the data with growing intensity, eyes wide with both excitement and dread. "There's something here," he muttered, "something we've never encountered before." Tensions on board tightened as the realization spread that this mission was no longer just about exploration or discovery. Survival hung in the balance. The crushing atmospheric pressure alone could dismantle their ship if they lingered too long. But it wasn't just physical dangers. The psychological weight was heavy. Hours spent isolated in a cold metal tube orbiting a planet that could end them at any moment, twisted nerves and tested every ounce of resolve. One by one, the crew began noticing odd occurrences. Instruments, flickering inexplicably, strange patterns in the storm clouds that seemed almost deliberate, and a pervasive feeling that unseen eyes were watching. The young engineer, who had once viewed this voyage as a grand adventure, now grappled with a creeping sense of dread, his earlier optimism eroding under the weight of the unknown. Meanwhile, back on Earth, the mission's broadcast was creating waves across social media and news outlets. Keywords like Uranus danger, space mission death trap, and deadly planet secrets were trending, fueling widespread fascination and fear. Experts debated fiercely on live streams and forums, speculating about the energy signatures detected and what they might mean. Some claimed it was a natural phenomenon, while others whispered about alien technology or a hidden force manipulating the planet's atmosphere. The political landscape also shifted rapidly as different countries vied to influence the mission's trajectory, each eager to claim any potential discovery as their own. Unbeknownst to the crew, shadowy agencies on Earth were sending covert signals, attempting to intercept and even manipulate their communications to steer the mission in unpredictable ways. As the spacecraft attempted its first close orbital survey, a sudden violent storm erupted on Uranus's surface. A swirling maelstrom of wind and electricity unlike anything recorded before. The ship rocked violently, alarms blaring as systems struggled against the planet's raw power. It was here that the unexpected happened. Amidst the chaos, the sensors picked up a massive localized energy surge, unlike anything in the mission's database. The lead scientist was frantic, ordering the crew to stabilize the ship. But the commander was equally determined to capture this unprecedented event. Their instruments revealed that the surge was not a natural storm, but a focused burst, almost as if some massive engine or device was hidden deep within the planet's turbulent clouds. The implications sent a shockwave through the crew, the possibility that Uranus was not simply a dead, frozen giant, but a planet harboring a colossal, active force hidden beneath its storms. The revelation fractured the team's focus. Some wanted to investigate further, convinced this could be the breakthrough of a lifetime, while others urged caution, warning that they might be walking into a trap far beyond anything they'd prepared for. Meanwhile, psychological strain intensified. The young pilot began exhibiting signs of acute stress, questioning reality as the ship's instruments sometimes showed anomalies that defied logic. What at first seemed like a normal mission had turned into a mind-bending struggle between human will and the planet's unforgiving nature. The crew's relationships, already fragile, started unraveling as suspicion grew. Who was hiding what? Was someone aboard pushing the mission toward reckless danger for their own agenda? Unknown to the crew, the energy bursts triggered a reaction deeper within Uranus's core. Far below the visible clouds, pressures and temperatures created conditions where exotic materials and unknown energy states existed. Scientists on Earth monitoring the mission data noticed spikes in radiation patterns that didn't match any natural source. A secretive research group suggested that a dormant, powerful system had been activated, one possibly constructed eons ago by an advanced civilization or a natural phenomenon that mimicked intelligence. This theory ignited fierce debate and conspiracy theories that captured the public imagination. Was Uranus merely a death trap, or was it a guardian of secrets that humanity was not ready to uncover? The planet's deadly reputation began to shift, evolving from a frozen void to a place of cosmic enigma and potential peril. As days passed, communications between the spacecraft and mission control became erratic. The crew was now operating, with limited support from Earth, forced to rely on their own judgment in an environment that was becoming increasingly hostile. A sudden system failure left them drifting precariously close to the upper atmosphere, where gravity and crushing pressure threatened to pull them into a fatal descent. In this moment of crisis, the lead scientist made a startling confession. His obsession with Uranus was fueled by personal loss, a past tragedy he believed the planet held clues to. This admission exposed vulnerabilities, sparking a fragile, new alliance between him and the commander, united by a shared need to protect the crew while unraveling the planet's mysteries. Yet, this fragile truce was shattered when the young engineer discovered anomalies in the ship's logs, data that had been deliberately altered or erased, raising the chilling possibility that someone aboard was sabotaging the mission. The stakes climbed higher as these internal conflicts mirrored the external dangers. The crew faced a dual battle against Uranus's lethal environment and against the shadows within their own ranks. Every moment became a test of trust, will, and survival instinct. Unseen forces, whether planetary or human, seemed to conspire to push them over the edge. And just when it seemed the mission might spiral out of control, the most staggering twist yet emerged. Analysis of the energy surges revealed an unmistakable pattern, one that matched none other than a signal previously detected in deep space, long considered a cosmic enigma. The realization hit hard. Whatever was hidden beneath Uranus's clouds was not just local to the planet, but connected to something far greater, possibly reaching beyond our solar system itself. This discovery plunged the crew into a maelstrom, of fear and fascination. Could this be proof of extraterrestrial life or technology? Was Uranus a prison or a beacon? With Earth watching and tensions mounting, the crew had to make impossible decisions with incomplete information, balancing curiosity with the instinct to survive. Every step closer to the truth brought new dangers and shattered assumptions, driving them toward a climax where the line between friend and foe, reality and illusion, blurred beyond recognition. The cold, crushing death trap that is Uranus was revealing itself as a far more complex and threatening force, a cosmic puzzle, with stakes far beyond anyone's expectations. The next moves would determine not just the fate of the mission, but potentially the future of humanity's place in the universe. What lurks beneath Uranus's deadly storms? Who can be trusted when survival depends on secrets? And what will happen when the true nature of this giant planet finally unveils itself? The answers are coming, but one thing is certain: the danger is far from over. Stay with me, because the story of Uranus is about to take a turn that no one saw coming. As the spacecraft drifted closer to the planet's mysterious core, the crew's sense of urgency sharpened into something more profound, a desperate need to uncover the truth before their fragile vessel and fragile minds succumbed to Uranus's merciless grasp. The swirling storms that once seemed like mere atmospheric chaos were now recognized as part of an intricate and unfathomable design, a mechanism far beyond any natural occurrence. The signals received were not random. They were a message, a complex communication woven into the planet's very being, hinting at an intelligence ancient and unknowable. This revelation electrified the team, but also deepened the shadows of doubt and fear. Each moment spent near Uranus tightened the grip of its lethal environment, and the crushing weight of the atmosphere threatened to tear the ship apart. The commander, battling exhaustion and mounting pressure, rallied the crew with a steely resolve born of experience. They were no longer simply explorers. They had become guardians of a cosmic secret, entrusted with knowledge that could redefine humanity's understanding of the universe. The lead scientist, whose obsession with the planet's mysteries had once clouded his judgment, now stood humbled, but determined, guiding the team with a careful balance of curiosity and caution. Meanwhile, the young engineer, having uncovered the sabotage attempts, worked tirelessly to restore systems and expose the saboteur, a revelation that fractured the fragile unity but ultimately strengthened the crew's trust in one another. The betrayal underscored the stakes. Survival depended not just on fighting Uranus's brutal forces, but on confronting the human fears and ambitions lurking within. Amid the chaos, the ship's instruments finally revealed the core's true nature, an immense crystalline structure radiating energy unlike anything seen before. This was no mere planetary heart. It was a colossal, ancient engine, humming with power and purpose. The energy bursts, the storms, even the strange gravitational fluctuations were byproducts of this mechanism's operation, a machine of cosmic design hidden beneath layers of ice and gas. The crew realized they were standing on the edge of a discovery that could unlock secrets of the cosmos itself, but also one that threatened to obliterate them, if disturbed. The decision was agonizing. Attempt to study and possibly disable the engine to prevent its catastrophic effects on the solar system, or retreat and leave the mystery buried, risking a future calamity. In the final hours, as external forces battered, the ship and internal tensions reached a breaking point. The unexpected twist emerged. A transmission, encoded within the ancient engine's energy field, revealed a message from an extinct civilization. This was a warning and a legacy, a call for humanity to recognize its place in a vast cosmic community and to respect the balance that the engine maintained. Uranus was not a death trap by chance. It was a sentinel, designed to protect the solar system from a threat so profound it could unravel reality itself. The message urged stewardship over domination, unity over isolation, and humility in the face of the unknown. Faced with this profound revelation, the crew chose a path of preservation. Using their combined expertise and newfound knowledge, they stabilized the engine's energy fluctuations, halting the deadly storms and securing the fragile equilibrium. The ship, battered but intact, began its slow journey back to Earth, carrying not just data, but a profound understanding that would reshape humanity's future. The crew, forever changed by the experience, returned as heroes burdened with the weight of cosmic responsibility and the hope of a new beginning. The story of Uranus transformed from a tale of peril to a powerful narrative of resilience, discovery, and connection. It reminded us all that the greatest dangers often hide in the depths of the unknown, but with courage and wisdom, even the coldest, most crushing traps can be gateways to awe-inspiring truths. The planet that once threatened to crush life in an instant now stood as a monument to the enduring spirit of exploration and the unbreakable bonds forged in the face of impossible odds. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of inner strength and resilience. Until next time, stay strong, stay brave, and never forget your worth.